am Coach Cameron. And I see a whole army of little soccer warriors here in defiance of out-of-control coaches and parents. You've come to fight as free players, and free players you are. What will you do without freedom? Will you fight?
No. Not against them. They're too scary. They scream at me repeatedly, and if I don't comply, they will take me out of the game. And I'll be embarrassed and ashamed. So will I fight? No. There's too many. I can't fight. I don't want to be subbed off. I want to play. So I'll do what they say.
Aye. Fight, and you may be subbed. Comply, and you'll stay on the field. At least for a while. And retired many years from now. Would you be willing to trade all the games from this day to that for one chance, just one chance, to come back here and tell the parents and coaches, shut up and no more, this is our game, not yours, and to tell them that they may take our game, but they'll never take our freedom.
Go, but
It's gonna go. How's my face on this thing?
Should I rap for the people?
we'll find
No.
out.
But oh my gosh. The other camera's dead. Am I on? Am I looking? Am I staring at the camera of death?
Yes,
You look good.
You look amazing.
Yeah,
Very
our camera died. I'm just sharing this out. We are running late,
It's
but
his
that's
first
okay.
time in Coach Cameron podcast history. And
What,
past
running
the
late?
time, I'm going to rap for everybody because we found out I'm very good at that.
Sweet. I'm just sharing it to peeps.
Summa llama, dumma llama, you summon, I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it through to you? I'm superhuman, innovative, and I'm made of rubber, so anything you say is ricocheting off of me. And I haven't heard the song in a very long time, so it's probably wrong.
Whoa.
It'll glue to you, and I'm devastating more than ever
She
demonstrating
searched
how to
it
give a
up.
mother effing audience a feeling like it's levitating,
Wha-
never fading. And I know the haters are forever waiting
Wait.
for the day that they say I fell off. Where's the elevator? Oh, because I know the way I get to get them motivated. I make elevator music. You make elevator music. Oh, he's too mainstream. Well, that's what they. I don't know the beat.
That was good.
If you played the karaoke for me, I'd have it. Should I look it up?
No. I've shared it to the people.
Comment if you want to hear me do that part
Well-
to the music.
Well, no one's gonna. No one's
They
gonna.
might.
Well,
And
no
it-
one's even on the show. I didn't even chance to even
This-
market the show,
No, you
even
got-
though we're
You got two people.
This is a democracy.
live
This
every
is a,
Sunday, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
this is a democracy. And if someone shows up and comments that they want to hear me rap, oh, we do have viewers. Viewers?
Yeah, I said
If
we
you want to
did.
hear me
These are true
rap that to
diehards.
Two.
music,
I think one is
let
me.
me know.
3.
Well,
Let Jack know.
soccer players
Okay.
are dying,
Oh.
and they're dropping like flies because of COVID-19 era.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if it's because of COVID-19.
Is it just soccer players? Is it targeting soccer players?
Well, we're a soccer podcast. So we're talking about
I was just
soccer
curious.
players.
I don't know the logistics of it.
Well, you're going to learn the logistics, and
Nice.
we're gonna cover a whole onslaught of soccer
Onslaught.
players dropping dead and retiring from the game of soccer because their heart has a thickening layer, says doctors all over the world. Not your doctor, my doctor, but I don't know. But we'll start with right now. Michigan youth soccer team takes CPR class. Oh wait, I forgot to. Sorry.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast. IT, I guess.
Not IT.
Not IT, just
Beanie.
Retired IT.
rapper extraordinaire.
Lil Ryan.
I'm very white, but
Ryan.
I mean, the
Little white,
light's
right?
making me very white. And
You're-
my beanie white, but it's actually a very cool baby blue, and I made it myself. YouTube.
You can hear like traffic.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
What, people racing?
Drag racing.
We're outside for a short bit. We'll be back inside in my room once my daughter moves out. She's in transition to move to an apartment now.
I am indeed.
Well, welcome. And
Didn't you
El,
wear that shirt last time?
yep, El Rojo's with us.
What's up?
Wow, that's a good angle. Oh, they can hear us.
And Jet may be joining us, and I'm using Jet's camera, thank gosh, because my main camera is broken. So we're here.
Sorry, Brussels sprouts are.
But on to the show. Michigan youth soccer team takes CPR class after player suffers cardiac arrest during practice. 14-year-old Jeff Souls went into cardiac arrest a few months ago during the CASSA soccer team's practice. Now, the whole team is taking CPR classes to learn to help others in need. When they came up with this idea, that's an idea, it was just heartwarming. Oh, Coach Adam Petty said, with the help of a dispatcher on the phone, Coach Petty's performed CPR on Souls for about 10 minutes. And so am I you and you or me? Is that how we're rolling?
I'm me for this part.
Okay.
Because you would never say this.
All right, go ahead.
Their response is incredibly mature. But it's a tragedy that they had to get slapped in the face with a premature reality check just to have that realization.
What do you mean?
On the one hand, 14-year-olds, they shouldn't have to think about their own mortality at all. But on the other, dealing with that stuff, how they are, it has the potential to save lives.
Awesome.
Yeah, that'd be you.
Ignorance is bliss, but knowledge is power.
Pretty much.
That's true.
Little cliche, but cliches can speak
In
lots of
volumes?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I was going to say mountains.
Well,
They speak mountains.
on another near-death situation during this COVID-19 pandemic we're going through that apparently never is going to end, we're on year 3. Colombian soccer player rushes to help opponent who went into cardiac arrest during a match. Soccer player James Rodriguez is being credited with helping him save the opponent's life during an in-game medical emergency, according to...
That was them?
Yeah. According to the post of ESPN FC, Rodriguez, a member of Al Rayyan of the Qatar Stars League and the Colombian national team, rushed to the aid of the player Osman Koulibaly after Koulibaly went into cardiac arrest during a match. It doesn't say anything about being COVID-related or from the vaccine.
Whoa, Dad, you're going to be considered an anti-vaxxer for talking this way.
Yeah, Dad, you're an anti-vaxxer.
Yes, I might be. I don't want to get
Whoa.
vaccine at all. But
isn't this going on YouTube?
yeah, we're going to be shut down for my vaccine behavior. I'm not anti-vax. I'm anti not knowing what the flip is going on. I just want information. And according to Reuters.com, they gave us information by fact-checking everyone. There's a fact check.
Hey, Dad.
What?
What's sodium bicarbonate?
Don't care. Fact check
It's in
list.
your water.
I'll drink it all day. And get off. Fact check list of... So apparently there was 108 FIFA soccer players that everyone was going around saying they all died. But there's no proof, according to Reuters. Reuters says widespread claims that 108 FIFA soccer players have died in a 6-month period in 2021 are not based in fact, nor are suggesting that the alleged deaths are linked to COVID-19 vaccine. Thousands of social media users have engaged with posts like this across Facebook, Twitter, and BitChute, I didn't even know that was a thing, that make this specific claim about the number of deaths in the 6 months of November. 108 young and healthy players in 6 months reads on these screenshots shared nearly 700 times. And the verdict comes in by Reuters, and they say this: no evidence claims that 108 FIFA soccer players died in 2021 are based on problematic lists of death in an Israel news article. The list does not prove a common link between the deaths of athletes and COVID-19 vaccines. So no evidence.
Hi, guys.
No proof?
Nope. But for the exception of funerals and many tears of sadness, there's a proof. The proof is people died. What proof we're not allowed to have yet, because we're not worthy of having it, is how they died. It could have been COVID. It could have been the vaccine. It could have been just because they died because they were just so in love and their hearts were full of love. And, yeah, that's all we get. From
That's where I wanna
MSN.com.
go.
You should go that way with love. My goal is to play in the World Cup. My
Normal
heart,
kindness, am I right?
no, my heart is not an obstacle. Eriksson wants to play for the Denmark in the year's World Cup as a former Tottenham playmaker targets a remarkable comeback from his cardiac arrest. The 29-year-old World Cup superstar potential turned upside down in June when he suffered a cardiac arrest during the Euro 2020 group match. They should have called it Euro 2021 because that's when it was played, against Finland in Copenhagen. Eriksson received life-saving treatment on the pitch, being taken to the hospital and fitted for an implantable cardioverter defibrillator. We have the video. Let's see the video of Eriksson almost dying on the field of play.
Oh. So this happened to a 15-year-old and to this guy.
Dad, you're not.
These are two separate
I
situations,
don't
right?
care. Yeah, this happened in the Euro 2020 Euro in 2021.
Oh, that's right. This is 2022. I forgot what year we're in.
So he almost died there, and now he's trying to make a comeback because he wants to.
All right.
So should they test everyone now? What do you think?
Test for drugs?
Well, a heart test to make sure they're okay.
I think they are in the case of Alphonso Davies.
Well, that's a perfect example. Alphonso Davies from MLSsoccer.com. Alphonso Davies is ruled out of the Canada's World Cup qualifier after COVID-related heart issues. Canada will be without star player Alphonso Davies for the
That's a cool
impending
name.
January-February window of CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers.
We should replace more names that spell things with F with PH instead. They look way cooler.
Like fat.
Now, names, man. I'm talking about serious stuff right now.
You're fat.
I didn't process. Like, I've heard the name Alfonso before, but reading with the PH, I was like, dang, that's
PH
a cool
fat.
name. See, it just makes it cooler.
Yeah, it's cooler. PH fat.
That cat.
Yeah. So Alphonso Davies, so they're now testing the athletes, I guess, to see if they have a thickening on the heart or find any problem with their heart so they can't represent their national team because they don't want to use them. They don't want to allow them to be played there because they want to use them in the Premier League. Or no, he's in the German league.
Bundesliga.
Yeah, Bundesliga. And there's just nothing but problems with this. And we just want answers, I think, from 7news.com. Queensland boy, 15, suffers heart attack on the field. Parents perform CPR. To say that Jacob Fag McLaughlin's parents were, I know his name's kind of unfortunate.
Is he from England?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. While
Not as
watching the 15-year-old play soccer would be an understatement. But as soon as they know something was really wrong, they spring into action. We were just sitting there relaxing, watching the game, and Jacob collapsed. It was determined he has suffered a cardiac arrest and underwent surgery. The main artery to the left-hand side of the heart was in the wrong location and smaller than it should have been, said McLaughlin. Vaccine supporters. I don't know. It's remarkable, Jacob's recovery is going so well, he was told he can play one day. He can play soccer again.
How do they fix that?
By taking the booster shot.
You're not a doctor.
You're an anti-vaxxer.
I am not. I support vaccine, just not for me. The article finished by saying, please learn CPR because you just don't know when it's going to be your turn.
Whoa.
She said.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
What?
Throwing mortality right in your face.
Oh, there they go, talking about facts again.
Wait. Oh, okay. Sorry.
No,
After the
you
fact.
could go.
It's going to be, you learn CPR because you don't know when it's going to be your turn. It sounds like Michael Scott logic.
Well,
remember when he's talking to Stanley? He's like, what are you going to do when you have a... Let me finish a thought.
Oh, sorry, go.
What are you going to do, Stanley, when your heart just conks out in the middle and you're just alone? Are you just going to... I'm going to die. I don't know the words. I used to, and then they took The Office off Netflix.
That was when... You can't die, Stanley. Obama's president. You're black.
You're black, Stanley.
Yeah, that Serenity Now kind of thing. And that's...
The wall in his mouth.
Well, what we need is... what we really need to save lives is, CPR sounds like a wonderful thing, but knowing what the heck is going on, is COVID causing the thickening in the heart? Might be. Is it the vaccine? Might be. Is it?
Is it confirmed that both of these people had the vaccine?
We know nothing. They're not going to tell us. The only thing confirmed is CPR works.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is,
Which is crazy. How crazy is that? Your heart stops beating, you force it to beat, and it just keeps on going. It's like pulling your hair and it just starts growing.
I've given CPR to someone.
Yeah? Did you save a life?
Nope, he died.
Oh.
Jeez, Ryan. I thought you knew this.
I didn't
true.
know that.
Yeah, I was driving to QT, and I stopped at QT, and the semi truck came in, and it was just didn't slow down, and it like wrecked into QT, like right next to my
QT?
truck. It almost hit me. He just ran into QT, just went boom, 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 and went into the truck, and I saw a big guy just slunch over. His seatbelt was just like holding him in.
The guy in the truck.
Yeah, and we couldn't get in. Everything was locked, but the truck was still on. And then this Marine came out, and he had like a hammer, smashed it. We got in, and then we couldn't get the seatbelt undone because he was just collapsed over the seatbelt where you would push in. He had to weigh like 350 pounds, and we turned the truck off, and then some others jumped in with us. The Marine had a knife, and did the knife. We picked him up, put him on the back, and then we started giving him CPR. We're just pushing, and everyone's thinking like, who wants to breathe on him? No one wants to put mouth to mouth on anyone, for that matter, and which is kind of scary for COVID right now. Like, no one's going to want to touch anybody. COVID.
I don't know. I feel like when it comes down to like life or death, you'd do that. I mean, I would hope that if I fell dead in a supermarket, someone would put their mouth on my mouth.
Well,
Sounds weird.
what?
Hold on, wait. Going back to the CPR thing, what you're saying is that you did the mouth-to-mouth part of the CPR.
Nope.
Did anybody?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I learned in CPR training, all you do is chest compressions.
They've been back and forth on that all the time. At that time, you thought like everyone's idea was that, like the general consensus was that mouth-to-mouth wasn't needed.
It's definitely gross.
But you were talking about like who wants to put their mouth on this guy.
Well,
so there was like an argument, and then no one did it.
No. So what happened was we're on dispatch with the 911, and we were doing chest compressions, and he was gasping. It seemed like he was gasping for air, and he wasn't. He was just kind of like.
Oh, like air was coming out. When
Air was coming out. He's like, he's making that noise, and the 911 were like, sounds like he's breathing. They're like, okay, then just put him in the recovery position. So we put him in the recovery position, and he was still breathing, but it was aspirations. It was like, and I remember being so upset because we just left him there. We stayed with him because he's still making noise. And the ambulance got there, and immediately they're doing CPR all the way into the ambulance and everything, and took him out. And I was thinking, I'm like, the training I got was so bad on CPR training because I didn't know that I didn't know. And I've had CPR training a lot. And when I went to CPR training again, it was someone else's time, and they were good videos, good explanations, and the ones that did it before, leading up to that situation where, we basically, didn't do CPR correctly, was someone that kind of went through the course quickly and didn't care. And when you're in those situations of being like not knowing to do, or you're trained but you're not really trained. And then when the adrenaline kicks in and all that, it's just hard to think and stuff. And the 911 operator didn't do a good job either. I mean, it was just so many problems that came in. But I remember doing the CPR again, and I was like paying attention to every little detail. And I thank our instructor for taking his time and really doing it right. So, yeah, get CPR training, do all those things, especially now because we just don't know what the heck's going on. Too many people are passing away, and they're in a tough situation here. But anyways, there's a lot of stuff going on, and a lot of people, in particular soccer, are dying more more so than any other sport, far as we know. And to that point, from GreatGameIndia.com, 5 soccer players die from heart attack believed to be from vaccine side effects. Of course, that's not proven, other than they state it. They don't know. 5 international soccer players from various nations were reported to have died suddenly shortly pre or post Christmas as a result of heart attacks. The sudden deaths of international football players have fueled speculation from rising frequency of death or abrupt illnesses among otherwise healthy athletes should be linked to COVID vaccinations. Maybe, maybe not. But Mukhail Al-Rakadi, 29 of Oman, Marin Kasic, 23 of Croatia. And I don't have all the overlays for who these ones are, but I have a couple. I didn't have time. Sofani Lukar, 28 of Algeria, Ahmed Ayman, 24 of Egypt, and Marcos Menelando, 25 of Guatemala, are among the deceased soccer players, which is sad. And the ones that haven't passed but had to be forced into retirement, Sergio Aguero was forced to retire from football on Wednesday due to a heart-related issue. And Manchester United's defender Victor Lindelof went off against Norwich on Saturday from breathing problems and has since trained with a heart monitor. Napoli's Peter Zinlinski asked to come off after gesturing that he was struggling to breathe. John Fleck was rushed to the hospital during Sheffield United clash at Reading last month. Ex-footballers demand inquiry into the mystery heart problem spike going through the roof. And so am I. And so is Matt Tissier, who's from Southampton, demanded an immediate investigation on whether that the COVID vaccine has contributed to the rising numbers of footballers suffering from heart problems. And before you play the video, Jack, and for the ones out there, I mean, we need to know what's going on. And from what we're learning, it's soccer players because of the amount of running they're doing, and males. And I have a son who plays soccer, and we need to know what the heck's going on. And without being accused of an anti-vaxxer or anything like that, let's hear what they're doing in the UK. Matt Lee Tissner is demanding an immediate investigation. Play that video, Jack.
Dan, I'm watching the sport that I loved and I played for 17 years.
Looks like the lie to me guy.
And it's been very concerning to me that
Let's just
in
listen
all
to
that
it.
time that I played, I never once saw any footballer leave the pitch because of heart issues. Now, I'm sorry, but if anybody can look at what's happening now in the world of sport and say it's normal for all of these people to be having heart issues in football matches, cricket matches, basketball matches, any sport you wish, these people, the amount of people that are suffering is going through the roof. And I called for an investigation because it might not be to do with the vaccines.
Yeah.
It may not be. But let's have an investigation to find out what it is. And even saying that deems you to be some kind of anti-vaxxer, which is just absolutely disgusting. I want just some information. I want people to take a look at what is happening in football, have a proper investigation, and give us some answers as to why so many sports people are suffering with heart issues.
It's something to really talk about. What's going on? And I don't want to be one of those coaches where one of my players just drops dead, or I'm in the situation to do CPR on the field. We need to know these things. Now, why should we halt sports to a certain degree and have everyone get their heart checked? Do an EKG and an echo and find out what's going on. I mean, that's what we do. I'm fortunate in our conference. All the athletes have to do a EKG. And then if anything's abnormal, they have to do an echo. Every athlete has to do that. And we're heading to that part of the year again where they're going to have to do that. And we'll find out if there's any changes or more have to drop out. Every year we have one or two, just for my team, having to go through that process. As far as further looks, I wonder if it's going to increase or not. Time will tell. But there needs to be something done. There needs to be investigation, or at least tell us what's going on, and the timing of everything. And I just think there's a lot of unknown, and we don't know, and we need to talk about it. And what do you think? I mean, maybe Megan Rapinoe should use her voice to do those things and let us know what's going on. You know, like maybe she can use her power. And there she is. She's always part of the show, and you got to smash, get rid of her anytime you can. Megan Rapinoe always makes a visit on the podcast, letting us know what she knows that we know. Now, is there any questions? I mean, these are comments that you're supposed to put on the show right away.
I did, but we had a reply. Zachary said, it was back then, but Zachary said, yes, they should test for enlarged hearts or other genetic heart diseases. Sad.
Yeah. And it's, should you get your son or your child a vaccination? Because that's all you hear. Get them vax, get them vax, get them vax. Should you do it? I choose not to for my children. Ryan can do it if she wants. She's an adult.
Already did.
Just
kidding.
Just kidding.
I mean, none of your business.
Yeah.
Medical information.
Duh.
Nobody knows.
Do you have syphilis?
Huh?
No.
No.
Okay. Well, you never know. Jack, we're supposed to have a Jack and Jet battle in our backyard.
Jet has.
Well, hold on. Mom just commented.
She
said I don't know how to say that.
Myocarditis
Has been linked to the
We all
COVID
said it wrong.
vaccine. Maybe athletes who have had the shot should be tested.
Can we? Hey, Mom,
I
if
think
you're listening, can you explain what myocarditis is?
How's she going to explain it?
Itis means inflammation. Cardio is
Anyways,
heart.
as Dad was
Myo
saying.
is what I put on my BLT.
That's mayo.
It's spelled like that.
Oh.
Myocarditis.
Yeah. Which, too much mayonnaise can give you heart problems as well.
If you live in the right state, they probably call it myo.
So we have a soccer and by the way, I'm going to start doing segments of feet set soccer, which it's kind of what I'm known for. If there's one thing I'm really good at as far as teaching in the game of technique, it's all about getting your feet set. And I believe through some technical teachings that I'll be teaching each week, it'll be about how to get your feet set when you're playing the game soccer, which will protect you from ACL injuries and whatnot. And Jet's here. So Jet and Jack are in a battle, apparently. And I have the camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
So switch it to mine, which I got it. So you guys are going to battle, huh?
Yep.
All right.
You're
So
gonna use that
what is
camera?
this battle?
Can
Why
you
that
do
one?
like a time limit and we'll see who could have the most goals?
Most goals? I don't know. I'm going to switch out here.
It's fine. We'll have an extra.
Do you want to? You want
Can you
to?
use this camera?
Okay, 3
I don't know.
Doesn't make sense to use that one.
You can see it. And here's Jack and Jet. They're going to battle in our backyard. The ball is up.
Can you take it?
And Ryan's going to take the camera, which turns, by the way. Ryan, the camera turns.
Go! Oh my god.
So Jack and oh my gosh, Ryan cannot do this.
It's weird.
I know, I told you.
That's what you meant by
Jet,
turns.
Jet, you winning?
No.
Okay, Jack has the ball, and is this illegal to play since you're a high school player? 1-0, Jack. Jet is going to kick the ball off the wall. Is the ball gone?
They got another one.
All right. This is the worst camera angles ever.
He's playing in Crocs.
He's wearing Crocs.
Oh, the Crocs.
Stop hitting the wall. What are you
Oh, did he score?
No. I'm just gonna make him get
This is hard to do
I'm
camera.
gonna make him go tired. He's doing tricks. I'm hopefully going.
And Jack has the ball. And, ooh, good save by Jet. The size difference is immense. Jack shanks. Here goes Jet. Who just shoots it off the wall because that's a lack of technique, or he's scared.
Ron, serious. Ron, serious. You take it.
Uh-oh. I can't do this that good. All right. See those skills.
Folks, if you could see what this camera looked like, you'd understand. Doesn't have an LCD thing.
Are you going to score? Oh, he begs him. And Jack eats it. And he gets beat down. We forgot to do like the overlay of the Jack and Jet battle.
Oops.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, I thought he was gonna knock himself
Jack,
over.
it's my ball, it's my ball.
What are they going to?
I don't know.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, sit
Jack, get off the ground.
Sit down.
Oh.
Is that 3? Does that call it game?
I think that was, yeah, that was 4 probably.
No!
Jack, do some.
Shut up!
Jack, what are you going to?
I don't know.
Oh, so we're just gonna stay here forever then.
Yeah. Next goal wins. Next goal wins.
Palm your foot.
There is no ref.
Get it.
He kicked me, dude.
Oh.
I'm gonna bomb at you.
Everything goes.
What?
Thunderdome.
Oh. Crocs and all. Oh!
Oh.
And Jack's thinking about ending this game.
Oh.
And that's game. Thanks for coming.
After a while.
Everyone see him kick.
All right. Well, you can find us on iHeartRadio, Google Play, iTunes, or wherever else podcasts are found, or go to CoachCameron.com for direct access. And to our content, see you next Sunday, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll have a better show, more content, more soccer related. But please be safe. Please watch your children if they've gotten COVID or got the vaccine or a combination of both. Get their heart checked. We got to find out what's going on, and hopefully everyone can be safe. And we'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye.